Oh my mate. And just put in an appearance, please. Anne. Mum's inside somewhere. Putting the clothes around. Whether she heard me or not, I don't know. I'll give her a little shout.
Series where Bangladesh are threatening an upset against Australia in Cardiff. Australia made 249 for 5 off their 50 overs. Matt Davis has the news of the Bangladesh reply. It's going to be at Bristol. The British and Irish Lions put in an impressive second half performance to beat Otago by 30 points to 19 in Dunedin this morning. Will Greenwood, Ryan Jones and Shane Williams.
This is the back of the caravan. Under the sheet will go the gas cylinder to do all the cooking with and heating the lights inside. We've got 4 little friends in the field with us tonight. That's 4 little donkeys. They're down there at the moment, running around. Caravans everywhere in there.
Walk on, Waterloo. Walk on.
This is the campsite we've pulled in for the very first night. It's a lovely little site. It's plenty of space here. Of course, they haven't started getting busy yet, but they sit usually completely full when busy part of the season. There's a caravan all parked out for the night. I'll go back a bit so you can have a good look. The caravan is about 18 foot long, I reckon. And a fair length, isn't he? Our horse we've put out in the next field for the graze for the evening. I'll just show you the way around. The caravan site goes right down to the road. It's a big caravan site. The person that owns it's very, very friendly. She'd been long let a word. She said she's going to inspect me before I go out tomorrow morning, make sure I've done the harness right, because she was a farmer's daughter and she's letting me know that she knows what tackling off an horse is like. She didn't know that all, but she's very, very pleasant. He says she's owned this site for about 10 years. There's a little village called Rathen. The village is called Rathen now. It's there's about 3 or 4 pubs, they tell me, in the village, all serving good evening meals and such forth. So we're going out for evening meal by and by. Box and toilets, nice and clean, and all the essentials in there. Power points and lovely showers. A little bit more of the site. Nice little boating lake here. You can see the boat out there, and I think somebody's let it drift out a bit. Probably a lad in the middle so they can go exploring around the edges. More of the site. As I said, the site stretches right along the road. It's quite a big site, very clean. It's a bridge. I had to lead the horse across, and it's wooden planking, and that's no mean feat really, because horses don't like to either the boards crack under their feet. But they're not crack, they just snack, you know, and worries me. But he was quite good really. Looking downriver from the bridge. I didn't have to worry about watering the horse too much. He can get all the water he needs there in a minute. From the bridge. As I say, it's a very, very nice little site. This is our first stop, as I said, and very pleased with it. Pleasant surroundings. And the people are very nice. Very outfit, like if you want to do for advice. You see the earring, I just spotted it. Right on top of the waterfall. It's looking for something more. It's still just waiting for a fish, I suppose. You see where Ireland is a lovely place for fishing. Let's go along here and see if we can see our trusty Steve. Have a look for him. Waterloo he's called. There he is, there's Waterloo. He's quite contented. Enjoying his minute of freedom. I think he thinks grass is better here than it was at home. It's always the same, even with horses. He's quite happy, doesn't he? Yeah, but a little rascal. He tried it on a couple of times for me. He just stopped in the road. It was just a slight incline. He didn't want to go on. He knew there was a long drag in front of him, but I got out and walked with him and not let him get his own way, and away he went again. But we were on the main road and he stopped completely for some reason. I didn't know what for a moment, and he made water. Oh by golly. Well, outside of a woman's bungalow. Good job she wasn't around. I think she'd have made me wash it in a bucket of water or something. Still, horses are part and parcel of Ireland, aren't they? You know, everybody seems to have horses around here. There's horses galore everywhere. About 4.5 hours today, and believe me, yeah, one hell of a long hill, and he never crippled once all the way up over. He pushed away and pulled away for well over 40 minutes.
There's nothing in there. You want to find here? Look, come on.
He's having a look around there to see what he can find. It's a lovely little spot. We're gonna feel all to ourselves tonight. Well, ourselves by the horse. But,
Let's see.
hey?
Shall I take some? So you
Yeah.
can down? There's Waterloo. But tonight we're just staying in a field opposite a pub in this bend. And then we should be going over and having a meal over there this evening later on. This is called the meeting of the waters. The two rivers meet. This is one we followed all the way down this morning. What a pretty little place this. It's called the Meetings and it's just outside Alva. There's a gentleman taking a well-earned rest. I think he's enjoying himself very much.
Place called Where the Waters Meet. There's a craft shop here and a nice restaurant and a bar and a little shop. Well, we're going to have a nice meal here this evening. But very pleasant. Reminds me very much of Finger Bridge. Yes, he fair belted. Anything with a slight incline downhill, he'd go like a clapper, and I let him out of his head a couple of times when I got rather worried. And he knew there was a slight nap ahead, and of course it was giving him a great boost then to get up over there easy. I've maintained this caravan is a bit big for him really, you know. It's a big caravan. I reckon it's at least, what, 17, 18 foot long. But there again, he gets over it. Mr. Fitzgerald crossed the Ballycasino. Traffic everywhere here today. When we come over the bridge is back here. Back here is the bridge. There. It's going to be a bit tight. Where they filmed Patrick and Ballycasino. Here we are at Waterloo, our fourth stop. We've been on the road for three and a half hours easy today. Our last one was from Waterloo to Arco, and where they filmed the Ballycasino play series. That's right, alright. And then coming out of there, there's an hill that took us an hour and 20 minutes to get up. Both of us had to get out and push the caravan as well. The poor horse couldn't, he was struggling with it. Steep, long. Poor thing, we stopped. I think it's 3 times coming off over him. The first time I stopped, the sweat really poured off him. You got some nice rich grass here though. He's quite happy. There he is, head down, eating away.
funny on that.
Mum being brave that. I'm looking out towards the main road. You can see the traffic coming down sometimes, we can't hear it from here, thank goodness. Mum thought the officer was going to follow her because she'd give him an apple or two today, some carrots. He likes the grass.
Off the little boy's room.
Not at all. There's no evidence that God made them as homosexuals. We all come into this world with various things short of perfection. And I think every one
Keep
of us
still.
has our own things that we struggle with are. And the idea is to
Keep still, Buzz.
transforming love and be changed and transformed into a better person than we were. About their sexually active lives in conformity with what his word is. His word calls sexual activity to be between us.
I'm trying to catch I've caught pheasant just down there. You can just see the white ring on his neck. He's about in the middle of the picture now. He's just walked away. He's been cock-cocking all night. He's gone now. He's walked away. I think I got him though. No, in the field over there, yeah. Huh? You've had plenty of water all night. Who said the horse hadn't taken the mum? Lovely that lawn looks there, look. Walk on. Well, our last stop, we've just released the horse and we've just walked across the road to the bay. This is British Bay and the only person on the beach is Mum. It's a lovely little beach. Nice and sandy, white sand, clean. There's only not very many steps really. It's a long drag, just a short. There's plenty of room on this beach, isn't there? Yeah, lovely sandy beach. restricted for quite some way. We just walked from the first bay we went down to, and we walked around the headland and come into the second bay. This is quite a big bay. Before we go back to the farm tomorrow, which will be Friday. So the lovely little caravan site, very neat and tidy and clean, and the toilets are beautiful and beautiful showers. Yeah. As I showed you the beach just now, we're about 4 to 5 minutes walk away from here at the beach, up the drive. But what I want to show you is the step. That is the step. They got to be kept up that position all the time you're running on the road, because if the horse should turn around quickly and that one was down, the whole lot would go over, because it would not allow the swivel to lock around properly. So when you're running along with the horse, you've got to put your foot in that one, jump up and pull it up again. Alright? He's in a down position there, like for getting up and down, but before you move off you put him up. I was thinking about this last night. Tomorrow morning we've got a very steep hill to go down over. In fact we've got two. One of them's too steep for the horse. I'm going to bring a Land Rover to take the caravan down, but the first one, it's a tarmac road, and the tarmac have got very smooth. So the man that owns the site said he takes them down to be on the safe side, because he knows the road better than what I would do anyway. So he asked if I'd like him to take it. I said certainly, I don't mind. Take him down. Yeah. Our trusty steed's out in the field at the moment, but he's been as good as gold today. He really galloped. He had several dips in the road, if you might say, and steep naps the other side, and he knew exactly where they were to, and he galloped away at him, and we got in here in less than an hour from the last site and flew along.